Hi there, Alex Hickey here with the next song in my Myth of Normal song project. This is the first song I've written from chapter 13, and that chapter talks about childhood development after the early years of infancy and toddlerhood, which were discussed in the previous chapter. The chapter opens up with some research and discussion about some of the issues and concerns about the context in which many children are growing up these days. And that's interspersed with some comments from Dr. Mate about his own experience as a parent, particularly reflections of him looking back on himself as a younger man and the way he was with his kids when they were younger. So when I use the first person pronoun I in this song, I'm relating the experiences that Dr. Mate shares in the chapter. The song is called Our Loving Best. Parenting's inextricable from the growth of kids, so concerns can come across as judgments or as blame. When I look back on the mistakes I made, it's tempting to get caught up in guilt and shame. When we talk about the impacts of childhood experience, it's convenient to conclude that it's all parents' fault. 'Cause then there's no need to change the culture and the system surrounding each parent, the whole gestalt. But blame's not helpful, it's not useful, because it does not change a thing, while the old wounds carry forward and are heartbreaking. There's no challenge to the toxic culture in which we're parenting. The stress and the distractions of modern life, the erosion of community and social support, of parents who are traumatized with no help in sight. It's no wonder kids' development keeps coming up short. Parents do their loving best, I know I did, but I held pain and trauma unconscious and concealed. I see the marks upon my kids of the way I used to be. We were hindered by the things I did not know and had not healed. But blame's not helpful, it's not useful, because it does not change a thing, while the old wounds carry forward and are heartbreaking. There's no challenge to the toxic culture in which we're parenting. Poverty and violence, disruptions in relationships, alienation and despair, depression and fear lead to the departure of adults from the lives of kids. They can't be there, or they're there, but they're not really here. Instead of casting blame, we need to get to work on personal healing and cultural improvements. Start small with the families and communities we share, and build up to larger scale social movements. 'Cause blame's not helpful, it's not useful, and it doesn't change a thing, while the old wounds carry forward and are heartbreaking. There's no challenge to the toxic culture in which we're parenting. We gotta challenge the toxic culture in which we're parenting. Thanks for listening. If you've listened right through to the end, I just would like to ask you if you're willing to like or comment or share this video with a friend. I'm probably a third of the way through this project, and I could use a little infusion of outside energy from those of you who are willing to give it. Thanks so much. Bye.